So what I want to do is kind of walk you through real quickly what the process is, from a technical standpoint of getting from where you are now to owning your lights and operating your lights. So I'm going to do that, and then the other thing is the support that we're currently providing to communities. Go back here. So there's two ways to go about the process of getting your lights converted. One is a community managed approach, and the other is a turnkey approach. Now, turnkey is basically where you hire a general contractor who's experienced in this sort of thing, and he basically handles it for you. You tell him what you want, he gets it done. Hires the contractor, supervises the contractor, handles all the paperwork, and so on and so forth. Under the community managed approach.
Right in the middle. Stand in the middle so they can see you.
Oh,
Yeah.
She wants me to be seen?
Yes.
I'm not used to being locked down to a particular place. I like to wander around the room and interact with my audience. Anyway, so under the community managed approach, there's a whole series of individual steps, and we'll talk you through each one of those steps. Okay? But you're very involved in the process, and you have to commit some time to it, or have some volunteers that are willing to commit some time, and they need to have some capability. You don't want just anybody doing this. So what we're doing now as a group, the Mid-Hudson Streetlight Consortium, is we've already developed an RFP for a community managed approach, which basically is what you would use to hire the contractor who come in and do the installation conversion work, and then be available to you for follow-on maintenance once the streetlights are converted. So he'd be your on-call service afterwards. Under the community managed approach, you purchase your materials through a state bid. So you don't advertise and bid it. You actually select the material you want, negotiate the price, and purchase it through an approved state vendor. So for example, in Massachusetts, we have what's called FAC 76. And the Comptroller General has ruled that anybody in any state wants to take advantage of that bid process that they've already gone through, they can purchase through the approved vendors. Now, the way I do it is I negotiate directly with the manufacturer. As a part of the process, we're also we're developing a turnkey approach, because a lot of communities simply don't want to take this on, and they're willing to pay the extra 20% or so to have somebody else take care of everything, that they can just make one phone call and the problems are taken care of. So we're developing a separate RFP for that turnkey approach, which is going to be designed somewhat like a menu where you have the different things that need to be done, and you can either do one or all of those. You can opt to do one of them yourself. For example, you could do your own audit and then just give them the results of the audit, and they'll do the design for you. And then the way these are structured is we're going to allow piggybacking for up to 1 year. And the reason we've limited it to 1 year is because the technology is changing so dramatically. And you know, if people try to piggyback on, I mean, people are piggybacking on the one that was done in Yonkers 5 or 6 years ago, and they're still paying those prices. The price of an LED has gone from $250 to $110 in the interim. And you want to be able to take advantage of that. In addition, the technology has changed dramatically. So that's why we did it that way. All this is you'll have access to these slides. And you'll also have access to the RFPs that we're developing once they become approved. And you can use them yourselves, modify them to suit your particular needs, but at least it covers in detail the legal and the technological requirements that you need to have to put into an RFP. So that's the bulk of the work. You'll have to deal with your own individual community nuances. So this just compares the two processes, and this is available to you.
On our website.
On the it's also on our website. So there's a number of things. There's a lot of useful information that Pat's put on our website that's available.